Hey guys, KRX50 here, back with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the Magi staff from Power Rangers Mystic Force. This is the main weapon used by the Core 5 Mystic Rangers as well as the White Mystic Ranger, and can change between 3 alternate modes. So it includes a few parts: the main body, 3 alternate toppers, and a holster. So now we can get started. The main body is cast in black plastic with bits of silver, gold, and green paint. And the tip, which will become the blade for sword mode, is cast in some flexible gray plastic. Detail-wise, the body is mainly just this long stripe. Up here we have an M here, which is of course the Magi Ranger / Mystic Force M, and this main part also makes up an M as well. On top, we've got a spot for one of 3 toppers, and it comes with the emblems for the red Mystic Ranger, yellow Mystic Ranger, and green Mystic Ranger. The holster, while simple, just slides into it like that, but it's very tight, so it may be difficult putting it on and off, which is very interesting for a holster that's this small. To turn it on, you have to slide it down using this button, which will slide the main M to 3 different points, and the on switch is right back here. And I just hit the button, which gives you the sound. So you can take a look at the 3 individual modes. We'll start off with the Red Rangers. To change it to the Red Rangers sword mode, you slide the main M here, then you extend the sword blade, and there you have it in sword mode. This one is actually pretty large, even despite being scaled down, and it does look quite nice. Out of the 3 alternate modes, this is the one I'd call the best, because it really does look good, and it doesn't actually feel all that shrunken down, since you've got this main part, which is already pretty long, plus this extension, which has a good deal of length to it. You're pressing the button, you can hear the sound again, and see the topper light up. Just gotta show you that again. If you want to do a continuous clashing sound, you have to press it multiple times. So then we can convert back. Then put on the Yellow Ranger's topper. And then convert it to Crossbow mode. To do that, we take the slider, move it all the way to the bottom, then flip out the 2 jutting out edges, and here we have it in Crossbow mode. This one is also fairly good, though it does seem kind of small when you hold it. Detail-wise, it is quite nice. So, pressing the button again, you hear the same sound. And there you go. Turning it back. And putting on the Green Ranger's topper. we're going to ignore it to the final alternate mode, Axe mode, and all you do is slide it up there, and having that mode. This is the mode that kind of falls short, because the blades on the show would at least extend out a good deal past this tip. Unfortunately, because all you do is flip them around, they're like this, so it's a rather short axe head. Nonetheless, the length does make up for it a little bit. And yeah, if you haven't realized it by now, that's the only sound you'll ever get out of this thing. So, comparing it to the Japanese Magi battle set from Maho Sentai Magi Ranger, we'd see that it's completely different. The molding is totally different. There is nothing on here that it shares with the Japanese counterpart. The main body, while the extendable part was rather similar, the main large M had a different mold, and and from what I can tell, these two edges out of the side were actually made out of rubber plastic instead of this solid plastic on here, and has a slightly different shape. The toppers were actually included this base part, and there were 5 of them. The two more than this were for Magi Blue and Magi Pink. And since this one only has alternate modes for the 3 male Rangers, apparently Bandai just saw it fitting to just include emblems for the male Rangers. It does bring up a lot of questions, because the Japanese Magi stick had 2 buttons. Likely there's one on, seemed that like there's one on the bottom which was for the blasting sound, and one side for the clashing sound. Now, why they couldn't have done something similar to that, I don't know. If they wanted to just have the male emblems, they could have used the same mold as the Magi stick and just took out the toppers for the Blue and Pink Rangers. So it is rather confusing, but despite that, this actually turns out looking very nice, and you can't go wrong with the wand mode. The sword mode is also, the sword and crossbow modes are decent, although, as I've said, the axe mode falls short because of the way it's designed. But it was the same in the Japanese version, so you're not losing much if you get this instead. Overall, I can definitely recommend this to Mystic Force fans, and even though it has its differences, I can still call it a good replacement for the Magi battle set from Magi Ranger. So, please rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my movie reviewing blog at krx50.blogspot.com. And for now, KRX50, riding off.